It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles on Thursday night primetime.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Welcome to the booth, everyone. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, all set for a good one here. Greg, this is one of those interesting things because you talk to both coaches. They've schemed, plotted all week, and the question becomes, who's got the plan that's going to fit against this other team?
Well, that's always the question, and I think if we really got honest responses from some of these play callers in pregame, I think they're not even quite sure. Everyone goes in feeling really good about the week work. They feel really good about where they are from a game plan perspective. But now, can you adjust? Can you find the elements of that game plan that are best suited for having success in this given game? That's the key.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from the link. Avery Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the number one goal of every team every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
He's going to air one out right away. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
The man who spent his first 6 seasons as a Giant, Saquon Barkley.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Man in motion is Smith. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. Here's 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, Hurts. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But He has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
Slayton is the man in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Open man is Robinson. 14 on the pickup. First down, Giants. They'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
They'll run here with the rookie. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, New York.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Eagles offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Second down and 8. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll work this forward to the 35. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Open man, A.J. Brown's got it. And he will go all the way. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Eric Gray to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time...
Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. And he will do it himself. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Gray gonna return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And open downfield, it's Johnson. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the 2nd-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. The lane closed quickly, and here comes 3rd down. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Now a 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Well, we try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
This one complete to Bryant. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Here's Braden Mann now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Giants offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The throw on the run is complete. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he will have a Giants 1st down. He has it by plenty as they keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got it inside the 5. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Giants. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. And that is number 2, Greg. He is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Gano on to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Giants will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. First and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Paulson Adebo is there to make the play. Second and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Barkley's got the first down and more. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. It's a gain of 34.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, You can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Now it's Hurts. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door.
And he'll take it on in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Slayton. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. They'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback, that's Jalen Hurts. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return starts from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Giants offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Here comes 3rd and 6. In motion, it's Robinson. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and the veteran A.J. Brown make their way back out. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Hurts working in the pistol. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Again, Hurts. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm, and then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball, and that's about as good as it gets.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Gray going to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Open man is Robinson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
That's to Robinson. He's got it. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. That is caught. It's Robinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to... No chance at all. He'll go down.
Remember what this defense told us in our meetings this week, Mike. They don't think that they're necessarily going to be able to just stifle this offense play after play. They might have to give a little bit of bend, but they can't break. That sack, that is the defense not breaking. Down there near your own goal line, come away with the big play and see if they can keep points off the board.
He'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third and long. Now they'll set up to throw. There's that man again. Another catch.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Giants are able to get it back within a score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Nothing real fancy on that one, just a defensive lineman winning his one-on-one matchup. He beats the offensive lineman, gets to the quarterback, and brings him down for a sack.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. A throw on the move is caught. Still going. He may go. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 79 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had now to try to keep it going. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the 2nd round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a 1st rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
A run with Barkley. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, Hurts. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This one from 54 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a loose football. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. In the pocket looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are, and I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. Not much developing there. Short pickup. Down to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Barkley. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Man in motion is Smith. On 1st down, it's Hurts. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. A pass caught by Saquon. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. They only needed 1, but it's a gain of 6, and it'll move the chains.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
Here's Barkley. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. Greg, you always talk about it. Take care of the ball. And in this one, this team just has not.
Yeah, and you're just not going to win in the NFL if you're going to lose the turnover battle at this rate. And it's not just one guy. There's multiple guys who have their hand in this, and if they don't get it cleaned up and they don't continue to prioritize protecting the ball, we're going to see more bad performances out of them here in the future.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw again. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Open man, left side. He's got it. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
I love this decision here, Mike. 3rd and inches, everyone in the building's just thinking you're going to just plow it up the middle and get a fresh set of downs. This is probably the best opportunity to strike downfield in the passing game, and that's exactly what they did.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
This has to be a defensive breakdown, Mike. I promise you, all week in practice, when the scout team ran this play, somebody on defense accounted for the running back out of the backfield. I can promise you that much, but he's able to leak out and get the ball in space. He does the rest after the catch. They just have to do a better job. They got to get to the sideline and make corrections because you just can't leave guys at this level wide open for easy touchdowns.
That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout, and the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.